What's up, Don Dons? Everything is alleged. Please stick around for the videos at the end. Let's go. Let's get into it, child. So, y'all remember I talked to y'all last week about the turkey leg hut. Y'all remember that, right? Girl, well, I was over there minding my business yesterday. Gospel artist James Fortune, has sued the turkey leg hut. Child, let's get into it. Let's get into it. All right. We're not giving trolls any type of energy, honey. None whatsoever. All right, let's get into it. Turkey Leg Hut has found itself entangled in yet another legal battle, this time facing a lawsuit filed by Grammy-nominated gospel singer James Fortune and his wife. They're suing owner Nakia Price and claim that that they put more than $300,000 into the restaurant, that their loan was never paid back, and they were defrauded when they invested. Girl, do what? On Wednesday, the Turkey Leg Hut remained closed because of 35 health code violations that forced the restaurant to shut down last week. Now, Fortune is an investor in addition to being a famous gospel singer. In 2018, he and his wife, Raquel, as I believe how you say her name, met Turkey Leg Hut owner Nakia and Lindell Price at the popular Third Ward restaurant. At the time, it seemed to be the epitome of success. We'd go to their house, we'd spend time together, our kids interacted with each other, so very close, Raquel said. In December, as the Prices were in the middle of a divorce, the Fortune said that they loaned Nakia, as the restaurant owner, $100,000. 2 months later, Raquel said that Nakia called again. She was hysterical because the controllers were physical. They were seizing assets, so she needed financial assistance immediately, Raquel said. The Fortune said that they put eight 1,800,000 I'm sorry, $180,000 for 15% ownership of the Turkey Leg Hut. They showed us agreements signed by Nakia Price for both transactions. It also goes on to say that for the next month, the Fortune said that Nakia told them that she couldn't pay the bill. So she asked if I would use my personal card to purchase food for the business, Raquel said. Whew. The Fortune said that they spent thousands paying for food and supply services. Then, on March 26th, Turkey Leg Hut filed for bankruptcy and declared that it had less than $50,000 in assets. By then, you know, we're $300,000 in, and bankruptcy was filed a month after we had given that money, James said, adding, "We come to find out that there are millions in debt now." Nakia Holmes declined to give any type of request or give anything. And she also stated, or they also stated, that the Fortune said that in hopes of keeping the restaurant afloat, that they even paid some employees when the Turkey Leg Hut didn't. "I think I allowed my friendship to blind me in a lot of areas," Raquel said. No words to describe the level of pain, hurt, and frustration. The Fortunes filed a lawsuit this week against Nakia Price in hopes of getting their money back. Some people involved in the ongoing Turkey Leg Hut saga have criminal convictions, including Fortune. Yeah, Fortune has a criminal past. Fortune um, was found guilty of DV and doing all kinds of stuff to his previous wife. Their crimes occurred several years ago and were unrelated to the restaurant and the lawsuit. Absolutely unrelated. He's married now. Hope he's changed. Hope he don't. Hope he don't take that lady that he married to now through the same thing he took his ex-wife through, because he took his ex-wife through hell. That's for sure. He took her through hell. So, all right. So if you guys do not know who James Fortune is, James Fortune has done a lot of music with. He's a gospel artist. He's done out of Houston. He's done a lot of music with like Monica Lettucey, people like that that y'all may know, right? So what they're saying that they've done, because remember I told y'all Saturday, I think it was last Saturday when I did the video, I told y'all that I found it very odd that I had done some digging and I saw that James Fortune had ownership into the business. But what's strange to me is the first article that I read said that he was helping the husband. Okay. If y'all don't know, the husband owns the the oyster bar and he owns the Turkey Leg Hut food truck. Okay. They were going places and Nakia Holmes posted, which is the wife, she had posted to the Turkey Leg Hut site saying that they were not affiliated in any way when they would go do these pop-up shops. The Turkey Leg Hut itself was not affiliated. She also stated that they didn't have access to any of the recipes that they actually had as well. So she's basically saying that they were operating the food truck and the oyster bar off of good faith. Is basically what she was saying, right? But remember, even Saturday, I posed the question and I said, well, why wouldn't, now this was before I knew about the lawsuit. I was saying, why wouldn't James go full throttle with Lindell Lynn Price if he trusts Lindell Lynn Price? Now, if you know, Lindell Lynn Price and Nakia is going through a divorce. I also said in my video on Saturday as well, I don't know if I did that last Saturday, I don't remember. But I also said in that video too that I did not think that Nakia was innocent, unfortunately, in any of this that's going on. Okay. When it comes to the marriage, listen, I wasn't in their bedroom. I don't know. I wasn't in their household. I don't know. But I knew that it sounded like she was responsible for some of this stuff too. That man, Lindell Lynn Price, he is a clear narcissist. Okay. He is a clear narcissist. And I know we use that word a lot, but that's exactly what he gives. But also at the same token, she's responsible for some things too. Because there was a video that just came out the other day. It's about a 12-minute video of a lady saying that she loaned Nakia Holmes $75,000 and Nakia never paid her money back. She said that she tried to go, I guess, tried to go get some what do you call it? Off of a watch. Y'all help me. It's like you go get the watch appraised and like you can get some money for the watch. Help me out. I don't wear jewelry like that, y'all. Help me out. What is it called? What's up, Tracy? What's up, Snatch by Diego? Simply Beautiful. What's up? He took his wife and kids through a lot. As a mm, mm, mm. That bathtub situation. Do anybody remember that bathtub situation with James Fortune? Baby. Mm. Yeah, like, but they don't call it pawn. Rich people don't call it no pawning. Help me out, y'all, because rich people don't call it pawning. I don't think. I'm trying to figure out the word that she used. But anyway, basically, what Nakia promised the lady was that she owned the watch. She told the lady to go get some money back for the watch, because basically what she was trying to say is that her funds was her funds was tied up, right? And so she was saying to go and get some money for that particular watch. Everywhere the girl went, she said that they told her that the watch was fake. Okay, there we go. There we there. Wait, consignment. That's why that sound. That sound right. I don't got the article in front of me on the word that they use, but that sounds about right. So she said that she told her to go and do that. Then she also told her that there was a car that Nakia claimed that she owned. Okay. She claimed she owned this car, and she wanted the girl to drive around in the car as a way. Nakia, I'm gonna just say this again. I'm not in the divorce, so I don't know what's on halt, what's not doing what it's supposed to do. But what I'm hearing is not. It's not looking good for Nakia either. You know what I mean? Like it looks like to me, she is most definitely. She got some parts in this too. She definitely got some parts in this too. Um, so I don't know. I can't put it all on appraised this right. Okay, we're gonna go with appraised. We're gonna go with appraised because that may have been what the article said. It said something, but basically everywhere she went, they told her that um they told her that it was fake, so she couldn't get no money from it. So the girl is out of $75,000, and then come to find out, Nakia owed on the car. Nakia owed on the car. I was supposed to let y'all look at that video, and I don't remember what I did with it. I thought I saved it. Let me look. Yeah, dog. I don't think I did. No, I didn't save it. But it was about a 12-minute video of this lady, and she was just explaining that, and everybody keeps saying the same thing. They keep saying that they were blindsided by the loyalty and the friendship that Nakia presented to them. Right? She was basically saying that that's how they've been able to make it this long time, is their charisma and how they treated people along the way. Right, y'all. I wish the best for Turkey Leg Hut, but by the sound of it, y'all, they got a lot going on. Bankruptcy. They let some employees go. I know at one point they owe $1.1 million to a food place where they get their food from. Um, Clearly they're being sued now by James Fortune. I believe that other lady gonna sue because she said that she was going to if she didn't get her money. Oh, Nakia, man. This is the one thing that I will say. Y'all, when stuff like this go on, you gotta make sure you have your ducks in a row. Um, to me, it sounds like both of them at one point was just going along to see how far they could get along, and now it's backfiring on them. Yeah, it's backfiring on them. Oh Lord, it's 215 people in the chat. Hopefully, you guys are hitting that like button. 75 likes. Please hit that motherfucking like button. Don't motherfucking play with me this motherfucking morning. Hit that like button. Yeah, it ruins friendships and reputations. And honestly speaking, I probably wouldn't have gotten involved with their divorce or their marriage situation because, listen, one thing I've learned is when folks is in a relationship, honey, you mind your business. Okay? Mind your business. You're supposed to mind your business because you don't know everything, right? You don't know everything. I learned my lesson a long time ago, baby. We don't snoop around in people's business. If we see something, baby, I'm going to turn and act like I don't see it. Now, I do have some friends that I'm pretty close to that I probably would tell if I saw something. But for the most part, I'm minding my business. Okay? Not getting involved in your things. Okay? Not at all. So, I think they got a lot going on. They have a lot going on. So, yeah, that's the latest, y'all. That is the latest and the greatest in this story. Now,
More legal trouble for Houston's well-known turkey leg hut.
A Grammy-nominated gospel singer James Fourtune and his wife are now suing the restaurant's owner over claims they put more than $300,000 into the restaurant and are now out of the money. Sherman Chow joins us live with the story you'll see only on KHU 11 News. Sherman, this is just the latest problem for this popular restaurant.
It is indeed, Mia. We are outside of Turkey Leg Hut, which remains closed because of 35 health department code violations. And now a new lawsuit has been filed, and we are learning exclusively that a nationally known gospel artist says he and his wife have been violated too. James Fourtune, gospel singer, husband, and investor. In 2018, he and wife Raquel met Nakia and Lindell Price at the Price's popular Third Ward restaurant. Turkey Leg Hut seemed the epitome of success.
We go to their home. We spend time, our kids interacted with each other.
Then last December, as the Prices were in the throes of a contentious divorce, the Fourtunes say they loaned Nakia, as the restaurant's owner, $100,000. 2 months later, Raquel says Nakia phoned.
She was hysterical. Because the comptrollers were physically there to seize assets, and so she needed financial assistance immediately.
The Fourtunes then say they put in $180,000 for 15% ownership of the Turkey Leg Hut. The next month, the Fourtunes tell us Nakia couldn't pay bills.
So she asked if I would use my personal card to purchase food for the business.
The Fourtunes say they spent thousands paying for food supplies and services. Then, on March 26th, Turkey Leg Hut filed for bankruptcy, declaring less than $50,000 in assets.
By then, we're, $300,000 in. Bankruptcy was filed a month after we had given that money. We come to find out that there's millions in debt now.
Over the past several weeks, I went to the Turkey Leg Hut, contacted employees, attorneys, and Nakia Holms requesting an interview, which she declined. The Fourtunes say in hopes of keeping the restaurant afloat, they even paid some employees when Turkey Leg Hut did not.
Did you take a business risk and it just didn't work, as opposed to something more nefarious?
I think I allowed my friendship to blind me in a lot of areas. It's no words to describe the level of pain, hurt, and frustrations.
The Fourtunes say they put in nearly $400,000 into the restaurant. Now they are suing and praying in hopes of getting their money back. Now, we should note that some of the players in this ongoing Turkey Leg Hut drama do have criminal convictions, including James Fourtune. Those are from several years past and are unrelated to Turkey Leg Hut and this lawsuit. I did contact Nakia Holms yesterday again for comment. Her representative declined a response. We're live here in the Third Ward. Sherman Chow, KHOU 11 News.
So much going on.
It's like I don't want to come from a place of being evil and malicious. I just wanted to be informative. So I'm just gonna let y'all know like what happened, like why did it happen. So backstory on me and Nakia, who is the owner of Turkey Leg Hut. She used to be my boss. Like before before I had my business, I used to work under her, and I worked under her before Turkey Leg Hut was like as big as what it is now. So I got to experience like, going through the process of working with her like on hands and like her business blowing up and then like her turning into this like mega millionaire. And it was the most like inspirational shit ever. Like that's one person I was like, I am so yeah, I worked under her and my business blew up and I turned into a businesswoman and I would always call her for advice for anything. And we would always talk. Like that was like, I would consider her one of my friends / mentor / mom / sister. That was our relationship. And I don't know, she's been recently going through like legal trouble with her husband and with the restaurant. But anytime, she crossed my mind or anytime I seen anything in the blogs, and one of my close friends, Frankie, they got really cool, I would always check on her. Like check on her through him and then check on her through like her. Like I would, hey, are you okay? Like God has I'm always feeling her spirit with shit. Like shit with shit, like, so yeah, that was our dynamic. Like when I came to town, I hung with her, whatever. So she called me and she asked me for a favor. She was like, hey, I need a favor. I need to show this balance in my account and I'm going to give it right back to you on Tuesday. This is a Friday. So I'm going to give it right back to you on Tuesday. I have to show this balance because, like, basically they're threatening to, like, detain me, but I don't need to spend it. Like, I just need it there because I have money. It's just, like, in this account, I don't. And so I'm like, okay. She's like, yeah, $75,000. And mind you, like I said, this is a mentor. This was my boss. This is the lady that $75,000. They shit that I used to work under them. So $75,000 was like a day's of work. So in my head, I'm like, okay, for her to even come and ask me, let me just show up where I can, because I look up to this lady and there's no way she wouldn't pay me back. Like, there's no way she wouldn't pay me back, So sure enough, it was a Friday, and I was like, I don't think I can send it. She was like, no, call Navy Federal. I have an account. And I called Navy Federal, and they sent her the money in 5 minutes. It was actually like one of those, like, I didn't call my manager. I didn't call my financial advisor. I was just being a genuine friend. I was just being like, okay, she needs me, like, and I know what she's been going through. Like, she will never burn me. Like, why not? Like, she would, like, if anything, this will help me in abundance with God, shit with her, just even being somebody that's there when you probably feel like you have nobody. So in my head, I'm like, wow, let me just make sure I show up for her. So I have a place in New York and I have a place in Houston. And at the time, I was in my place in New York, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to Houston. Whenever I get to Houston, she was, and I didn't even ask for collateral. She was like, I know you, like, you don't, like, I could give you collateral. I was like, girl, it's gonna come right back on Tuesday. Like, I don't need to get collateral, whatever. So Tuesday rolled around, and I sent her my bank information because I'm like, oh, my money is not in my account. Let me just text her. Maybe she don't have the information. And so I text her. I'm like, hey, this is the information. She was like, oh, I thought I pressed send on this message. I'm about to tag the message 1 second. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, it's taking me so much to speak about this because, number one, I don't really like to post anything negative or anything pertaining to business on, like, especially negative things on my page. And so I've been battling with, like, if I should even say anything. But like I said, when I wanted to say something, I wanted to make sure it came from a place of me being more, like, informative and not, malicious or just being evil toward her or her situation. And I don't know, I just feel like my feelings are hurt. Like, I'm very, like, I'm more so just like, what? This is unbelievable. This is a lady that I used to work under, that I used to look up to. She saw me grow my business from, like, the ground up by myself, no investors, and you take from me, and that I supply for my family, and that I have, like, it's just mind-boggling still today, even me talking about it. But anyways, so yeah, she owed me the money. She didn't pay me. You seen the message. She's like, hey, I'm gonna wait. So then that time passed, and then another time passed, and then another time passed, and then she gets me on the phone. She basically has me now talking to someone named Carmen, who is like her assistant manager, and she's like washed her hands with it, and she's like posting pictures on vacation. And so I'm texting her like, where's my money? Where's my money? Hey, where's my money? Carmen will handle it. And so they was like, oh, we'll promise you a food truck with a title. We'll promise you an old school with the title. We'll promise you this, and we can cash out all of that. Oh, and I have the recordings for that too. I'll tag those too. And then after that, I'm noticing, like, I'm not getting nothing in return. She gives me an AP watch, right? So I'm like, okay, I have this AP watch, and the AP is fake. The AP that's been worn, that shit is fake. Okay, so she gives me a watch and she gives me her car, right? and the car is like it's a Mercedes, like GT63. So I have it parked, whatever. And the watch, I'm figuring out this is not collateral because it's not worth anything. Y'all see the messages. And so I'm like, oh my God, this car. And I get in the car. I basically talked to Frankie right one night. We drunk. He's been like super weird about this whole thing, by the way. But like one night we got drunk and I was like emotional. So I'm telling him, I'm like, bro, I can't believe she's doing this to me. And he's just like, I was like, I don't know what to do. I'm probably gonna have to sue her. He's like, yeah, don't do that. You have her car, you have her watch, her car's paid off. You could go and do that because I'm not gonna lie, like I've been knowing everything this entire time. But before he was saying, I don't know nothing. And that night he was like, I know everything, and all she gonna do if you try to sue her is counter sue you. I was like, counter sue me for what? So, backstory on Frankie, like I said earlier, Frankie is my best friend that got cool with Nakia. And so like they're like super tight fit, they're cool. So like anytime throughout these months, that's who I've been expressing myself to because I've been embarrassed. So he's just like, no, like don't do, like she's gonna counter sue you, don't do it. Her car's paid off, like going, like I said, she didn't give me a title to the car, she just gave me keys to the car. And he was like, the watch, like you can go sell a watch, the watch, you see, that's not collateral for me. He's like, she's just gonna counter sue you and she's going through a lot. And this is like, I don't know, somebody had recently just posted that like she owed them money too. It was like James Fourtune or somebody like that. And I don't know, mind you, everything, all of the light, all of the dark is coming to the light. And I'm just sitting there like every day I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna get my money. Oh, I'm not. Every time I'm just like, I'm not gonna get it. I might as well just give it up. I'm not gonna get my money. So at this point, I hire a lawyer, and then I'm like, bro, I don't know what to do with this car. Frankie told me this car is paid off. So the last resort, I swear I didn't want to do this, I called her husband. Mind you, I don't know if everybody's following their story, but they're going through like a very nasty divorce. And he's like, I'm on Nakia. Like, I would never call her husband. So, but at this point, she's not answering the phone. She's not answering text. Carmen's not answering. Carmen's like, I'd wash my hands with this. I'm saying, okay, well, I'm going to call Lynn. So I call Lynn and I'm like, hey, like, I don't mean to get you involved, but like, Nakia asked me for money and I gave it to her and it's been months down the line. She owed me. I don't know what to do. He gets on the phone. So at this point, I'm on the phone with Lynn and I guess him and Nakia are at odds. So he's telling me everything. He's like, yeah, she's staying somewhere she can't afford it. Like, I'm sending her money every week. And he then sends me a picture inside of the apartment that she said she hasn't seen this man in months. And he's like kicked up, laid like in her apartment. But she's like online saying like, oh, this man is my abuser. Da, 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 da. So I'm like behind her, army and troop. But he still has like connections and dealings with her. So I'm like, okay, this is becoming weird. And he's like, yeah. I was like, so where's my money? Oh, well, that's my wife. Like, we missed out on mad properties. We missed out on 3 properties because of her. She owes my mom $60,000. So in my head, I'm like, oh, I'm really not going to get my money. Like, I'm so sick. I'm really not going to get my money. He's like, yeah, like, I could give you the $75,000, but you're going to have to pay me back. Huh? Who's going to pay? So now, I only got this car. I don't have collateral no more. I'm like, all right, like, Frankie told me this car paid off. Like, I'm going to request a title. Like, you know, I'm going to just tell my lawyer, like, demand a title. She don't got to pay me back. I'll figure out how to sell, you know, the money to get my money back. Because, like I said before, I am the main supplier for my family. So it's like, I need taxes. I need my money back. This is a whole annual year. Like, I need my money. So I search up and I'm like, let me just see the information on this car. So now this nigga trying to take the only collateral that I have. He's like, oh, give me my car. The only collateral that I have, $0 in. $0 in, a fake AP, and now a car that does not have a title. So it's not really collateral, but it works, I guess. said before, to end this off, because I feel like I've gave y'all a gist of everything, that all I can do is laugh. All I can do is just keep good faith in my Lord above and understand that what I was doing was because I was being a good person, and that's what I've just been keeping. That's what's been holding me tight this whole time. I've just been saying, like, God is going to bless me in abundance because I am a child of him, and he has protected me, and he's covered me, and he's showed me every time that no matter what, when I keep faith, he proves to me that I will get blessed. And that's what I've been doing. But if you do run across Nakia or Lynn, just make sure you just ask them, like, hey, where's Tori money? Because she needs it. If you see her in a...
I wanted to break this down for you guys. Please comment down below. Let me know what you feel about this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all later.